Good morning everybody. So today I have a review video for VIP Cross Stitch again. Thank you VIP Cross Stitch, I love you guys so much. Today I have 5 kits for you guys, and I do have a 10% discount code which will be in the description box below, along with all of the links to each product and their shop link. And I will also be saying the prices verbally in this video and putting them on screen for you. Of my 5 kits, 2 are spring and 3 are Joy Sunday. So let's get started with the spring kits. I'm just going to take this out because there's a bit of a sticker in the way. And as you see, spring comes in these really nice reusable button snap packages. This is the image, and it does come in a series. As you can tell, this one's autumn, and it's just a cute little cabin barn type thing, and you can see this cute little deer sitting in the background, some leaves in the foreground, and then just a nice little red bike and a bench. I thought it was very cute and simplistic, and hopefully not too big so I can actually do it with a reasonable amount of time. I'm pretty sure all spring kits are 11 count. They will be coming with some instructions. So basically how to start your cross stitch, how to get the threads you will need, and just all the fun things like that. It looks like it's double-sided. Notes. So the pictures are different, because right here you can see. So they do repeat some information, but that's okay. And I'm only going to go over that with this one kit. Oh, and I would have missed that had I not turned it over. So yeah, it's a very appropriately sized pattern. You can see it all fits on one page. I'm seeing a total of 23 colors. It looks like all 23 are in full stitch. We have 1 French knot and 3 backstitch. And it's not a whole lot, but you can definitely see that there is the backstitch in there. And there's that cute little deer. I love him. He's so cute. And it looks like they do show you the pattern symbols for the paper pattern on the bottom, and then I'm assuming this is what's going to be on the fabric up on the top, which is good. I wish Joy Sunday would do this. The canvas comes individually wrapped. So it's nice and thick fabric, not cheap and thin. And you can see there's Spring's logo. So up here is the legend, which is really big for us, and that just makes it so much easier to see. And I'm so sorry if you hear noise in the background. My cat is playing with one of those ball pit balls. The printing on here is very, very good. It's not fuzzy at all, and you can very clearly see what is what and what goes where. They do not include the outlines of the back stitching or French knots on here, which is good because that means it's not getting in my way and preventing me from seeing the symbols. All of Spring's canvases are serged. That just helps prevent fraying and keeps our fabric tidy for us. And they do have a decent border here, so framing should be pretty easy with this kit. And then up here they have some other details. It is 104 stitches wide by 104 stitches wide, high. It's 104 by 104. I'm wondering if the actual size is on this. Yep, 35 centimeters by 35 centimeters. Let me just put this back. And then we have our lovely flosses, and our 2 needles are stapled right to the floss card. So it looks like we have 1 through 15 on this side. Lovely autumn colors. Like seriously, colors don't get more autumny than this. And then this side, it looks like we have 16 through 23. And they don't give you the DMC number on these cards like Joy Sundays sometimes do, but that is okay because everything is labeled on the canvas for you. And these are nice and soft threads as well. So that's the first one. And let me see if there's a name for this. It doesn't look like each of them have a name. They have styles, but I'm not sure if I'm seeing if it labels what style. But anyway, this one's autumn, and the price is $4.74. $4.74. This is the second one, same packaging, also spring. And right away, this one is also $4.74. So each of the 4 seasons they're selling is $4.74, and they do offer it in a bundle where you can get all 4. And let me check the price of that for you. So if you buy all 4 seasons together, it's going to be $15.17. So that's a really good deal. That's not a whole lot to pay for each season. And this is probably the only seasonal cross-stitch collection series where I would honestly enjoy all of them. So I might go ahead and get the other 2 after I'm done reviewing this. Your instruction sheet. And then the pattern fits on one page. This one has less back stitching, and this is the winter one. So if you want a season with less back stitching, I'd go with winter. Nice big star up here, some cute little snowflakes. That looks like accents to the top of some trees. And then what might be like a lighthouse in the background. Less colors than this one. It looks like 17 are in full stitch, and then 2 are in back stitch. No French knots here either, so if you don't want to tackle French knots yet, this is also good. The size is the same. It's still 104 by 104 stitches, which means it is 35 by 35 centimeters. This one's canvas is stiffer, but you can definitely loosen these up if you want to by just crinkling them or rolling them and unrolling them, then rolling them the other way. I personally like it when they're stiffer though because I stitch in hand. Again, serged. And again, a nice readable legend. None of the symbols seem to look similar to one another, so I don't see anything that could possibly cause any confusion. And also, because they give you so much of a border to help you frame it, and their serging doesn't go very far into the fabric, there's no chance your numbers are going to get obscured and hard to see. So this one looks like a fairly easy and quick stitch. I mean, all of these do, get them if you want them, because these are just so cute and they won't take up a whole lot of time at all, especially since I know it looks big, but 11 count is just larger stitches than 14 count. So imagine this is a 14 count. It's going to be teeny tiny. And now we have our winter colored floss, 1 through 15. Lots of number 15, 1 and 2. Definitely got the blues and the winter colors and the colors of the homes and the snows. And that big white snowflake is just going to be so cute. And again, don't forget, you usually get 2 needles in these kits. You don't get a threader or anything like that. And then 16 and 17, just a red and a gray. So again, this is the winter one. Now the next 3 are all going to be Joy Sundays. So this one's called the Bunny Family, super cute. It's 14 count, of course, and 40 by 47 centimeters. Joy Sundays all have their instructions on the back of the package, and it is not watertight or airtight, so you don't want this getting submerged, and they are resealable as well. There we go. This pattern already is really huge. And look at that. They finally took advantage of the space that is not being stitched. So they went ahead and gave us the page separation. And that just helps you kind of figure out where you're stitching. Like this is page 1, and right at the bottom of this section it shows you a 1. And so you can see the side of the mushroom and the side of the mushroom. And Joy Sunday's printed patterns match the colors that are meant to be shown in the completed image, whereas their canvas does not. Their canvas has contrasted colors. This one opens up. Page 3 is below. Let's try this side. Page 2, page 4, and right here is our legend, or some of it, I guess. Let me make sure that I'm not missing any colors. Alright, so it's looking like there's 50 colors. 50 for this cute little image. It doesn't look like it has a rainbow going through it. There are 50 colors in full stitch, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in back stitch. And you can just kind of see some of that back stitch on there. There is quite a bit of back stitch in this, so if back stitch is not your thing, pick a different pattern. So this is what I mean by their canvases don't have the same colored symbols. They contrast it for you so it's easier to see. But this really is easy to see, and they do number in the middle of larger color blocks. Their canvases are also serged. These are a bit thinner than the spring kits, but I believe that is just because this is a 14 count and not an 11. 178 stitches by 217. Here's your back stitching. I don't follow it on this canvas. I complete my full stitches, wash it, and then I use the paper pattern for my back stitch. Legend is super readable. Sorry, I'm showing you that upside down. Super easy to read. Just making sure there aren't super similar symbols on here. So they have a brown dot and like a fuchsia dot, but I think that'll be easier to tell apart than if I were to have the red and an orange dot. They do have the fuchsia and orange ring though, so make sure you are paying attention because that could get very confusing. Here, I'm gonna actually turn this sideways on you guys. Super, super cute. Down here, it looks like it would be confetti, but it's not. Everything kind of has trails, like it's outlining. And then they do have some of the back stitch printed up here. And you can see some of the back stitch kind of sprinkled out. But I just ignore that. I wish they would leave it off the canvas like spring does because, like I said, it can obstruct your view of the symbols on each square and just make it that much harder to do. Now this one is much larger than those spring kits, not only in size, but because the stitch count, the stitches are smaller and it's still bigger, so it's just way more stitches. But it's super cute. You can very clearly make out the bunnies and then all the flowers and then obviously the mushrooms. I just thought it was a cute little happy picture. I love forest themes. Now, since there are 50 colors, this floss came on 2 cards. I'm just going to separate it for you guys because, yeah, why not? Alright, let me find... So here we have 1 through 15. And these are all going to be like blues, browns, and like slight variants of purples. 16 through 30. And you can see on these cards how many threads, the DMC code, and then the number that it is on the canvas. Here we have 2 needles, similar to the spring kit, only these ones kind of have like the gold eyes. And these are colors 31 through 45. So just more browns, greens, and blues. Some whites in this one. I like these soft blues, they're so pretty. And then the last 5 colors, 46 through 50. Just more browns. It looks like a lot of this shading and a lot of the colors is just different variants of blue and brown. And that's really going to make all the detail pop. And it's really going to add some definition to your image. I'm going to pause here. I have to charge my camera for a little bit and get my son up, and then I will be back with the 2 other kits really quick. Let's get the price of this one. This one cost $7.79, and I'm talking about US dollars. Alright, I'm going to go pick up what I've already gone over with you guys. I am going to go wake my son up, or at least get him in motion, and I will be right back. I'm back, and it's been a bit of time. My mother did stop by, so we did go and run some errands. You may hear my toddler in the background. Before I show you the last 2 kits, I just want to say really quick that VIP Cross Stitch is a cross stitch exclusive store, but they still have DIY crafts such as bags, bead embroidery, pillowcases, regular embroidery, Christmas stockings, and door hangers. It looks like they also have a section here for crochet and knitting tools. It is fairly minimal, but they do look like they have a crochet kit, what looks to be like latch hooks, and they even have pom-pom yarn, which is so cute, and pom-pom makers, which now I feel bad because when I was out, I just bought 2 pom-pom makers. It's a little late now, but you know, it is what it is, you guys. So they also have sections for new arrivals, bestsellers, a sales section, and they even separate by brands for you. Right now, it looks like their custom cross-stitch kits are on a discount. All right, you're probably going to hear my cat bopping around some balloons in the background. Sorry about that. And let's get going with the last 2 kits. This kit you've probably seen before. There's like 4. I believe this is also a seasonal set of forest spirits. I do have the deer one, so if this layout looks familiar to you, that is more than likely why. So the deer one is winter and this one is autumn. Winter and autumn seem to be my go-to, but it's just got this cute little fox and mushrooms. We all know I love my mushrooms. It's called Autumn Forest Spirit, so yep, the autumn one. And it is 14 count, 22 by 34 centimeters. Typical Joy Sunday packaging. I'm not going to go over it in detail again. I did not want to pull everything out. Hold on a minute. Joy Sundays are kind of notorious for being difficult to remove. So it looks like all of our colors are right here. The highest number I'm seeing is 29. So it looks like 26 of those are in full stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of those are in half stitch. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are in back stitch. So this pattern is fully visible on one side. I absolutely hate how they separate their pages like this. My brain has a hard time processing those leaps. People with dyslexia may also struggle with that. So I kind of wish they at least had the grayscale right here of kind of like what was on the previous page to help you work your way up. But that's okay. It's a super cute pattern. Lots of the half stitches. Seems like somewhat minimal back stitching. And they do not show on this one the difference between the paper pattern and the canvas pattern either. I think this is the right way. Autumn Forest Spirit. It says it just like it does on the bag, so you can return it back to its rightful packaging. It doesn't look like they have any other details on here printed beyond the stitches. 95 wide by 149 high. And I do gotta say this one looks like it's going to be a little bit difficult to read. I can still read it, don't get me wrong. And I don't see any symbols that are super similar in color and shape beyond maybe these blues and greens right here. And that's assuming you do this at night, but please do not. Make sure you have sufficient lighting. So all these checkerboard type ones are what's going to be the half stitch. Your fox, the feather, and some pine cones. And of course, this is serged. Here we have colors 1 through 15. and 16 through 29. Same lovely card that makes everything very easy to understand. Strands, DMC, the number, 2 needles. And that is Autumn Force Spirit. And this one costs $3.47. So this last one is called the Rose Cottage. It is also 14 count and 38 by 38 centimeters. You can see this one has a cute little kitty in the front. Just lots of flowers around the cottage. I thought this was super beautiful. This is how I'd want my yard to look if I could. Maybe a little bit more benches and a bird bath or something, but it's super cute. So right here is all our colors. The highest number I'm seeing is 46 right there. So it looks like 40 of these colors are in full stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are in half stitch, 3 in French knot, and 4 in back stitch. So there's a lot of work going into this one. It does not look like they show you the page separation here, but they are of course still numbered. Page 1, there's the kitty I was talking about. Page 2, lots of back stitching up in here, lots of small back stitching. Page 3, nice lovely pink roses. At least I assume those are roses, I don't really know flowers that well. And page 4, with a cute little bird just chilling. So this one's full coverage, it's looking like, but it looks like all the background is half stitch because you can see all the checkering there. The Rose Cottage right there, and you can tell this canvas is also serged. And I ignore French knots and back stitching as mentioned. Right here is all your half stitching, very visible, very clear. All of this is pristine, easy to read. Full stitches, also fairly easy to read. I do want to point out that they have the fuchsia and the orange ring on here. Not a fan of that. I have trouble telling those apart sometimes. And the rest of the full stitch. Looks like they also have the brown and blue rings in there as well. Okay, there's a fuchsia line. Just checking, make sure there's not an orange line. Nope, so I think other than that, we should be all good on this. Look how pastel this canvas is. It's so cute, I love it. It screams spring. It looks like blossoming flowers, even though it's just contrast, so you can tell what color is going where. Super clear and easy to read. I love that they incorporate these small flowers in the background and then have the larger ones on the picket fence in the foreground. That's just beautiful. So it does look like a tiny bit of confetti, but not seriously bad. It honestly looks worse in person than on the camera. Then up here is obviously color blocking, little hanging flower basket, that's so cute. Just very, very lovely. Lovely image. So obviously this one's going to have a bunch of greens and pinks in it, as well as some browns. It came on 2 cards. Pull those apart for you and flatten the staple back down because I don't want to get it stuck on my canvas. Alright, card 1 is colors 1 through 15. Second side is 16 through 30. Love that purple. And we all know I love my greens, so that just goes without saying. And then last but not least, we have 31 through 45. And your 2 needles. Nice cute pinks. And then 46, just chilling right here. Fold that back. And this was my final kit. The 5th and final kit. And this kit currently costs $6.50, which is a steal for this beautiful image. So that's all of them that I have to share with you guys today. Thank you so much for making it to the end if you did. And again, don't forget to look in that description box for the links to all of these, as well as a discount code for VIP cross stitch. And don't forget about their vast selection as well. Even if you don't think you want to buy something, I recommend at least just going there, making a profile, and browsing some stuff and favoriting it, because you can save it and buy it later, or give yourself some time to think about it. Thank you again, VIP Cross Stitch, for sending me these kits to review. These are absolutely beautiful. Leave a comment if you want to, no pressure. Give the video a like because your exposure helps me. And subscribe if you haven't already. If you made it to the end of my video and you're still watching, maybe you should consider subscribing and being our friend. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I'll be posting a Let's Get Stitchy video soon, and I guess I'll see you guys then. Bye!